In your own time. Call when you're ready. Single target.
Oh!
Loss.
Not the start he would have wished for.
Loss.
Oh!
Score.
Oh!
Score. Single target.
Oh!
Score.
Well, Peter's found one. He's away.
Loss.
Not a good start.
Oh!
Score.
Mike, of course, is commentating on the event, so he's had to put the microphone down to shoot.
Oh!
Loss. Pairs.
Steve has done well in this event before, and he'll hope to do a little bit better today.
Score and loss.
Only that's Peter's 2 down after the first 4 targets.
Pair scored.
Just see down his shoulder there, just where you have to shoot to hit those targets. It was dropping long distance away from him, so he'd need that lead underneath the target to hit it.
Pair scored.
Well, Michael making the most of his opportunity.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Nicely shot.
Pairs again.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Gosh, that's a fast pair, that one, and he just got it just before it hit the ground.
Oh!
Score and loss.
One that sneaked round the corner. It's a tricky pair.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Of course, when these targets appear, the shooters don't
Pairs
know
again.
where they're coming from, and they have to make a decision quick about which one to take first.
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Lost and scored.
Must be remembered, of course, that these shooters are not shooting against one another, but they are head-to-head
Pair lost.
with other shooters who are sitting behind them,
Final
each respecting shooting stand, and are watching and waiting their turn.
Oh!
Well, that's well
Fair
shot, Peter
score.
Cole. Started scratchy with 2 misses, but finished with an 8 out of 10.
Pair scored.
Another late shot, same with Mark, another 8.
Oh!
Pair scored.
8 again. If Steve can get these last 2, he's on for 7, so nothing in it, really.
Pair scored. Thank you, gentlemen. Would you
7
kindly
scored.
sit down, please?
Kevin Mayer, just 1 week earlier, has won the Embassy English Open Sporting Championship, a man definitely in form. Richard Chappell from Devon, a good all-round shot, trap and sporting, will fancy his chances in this one. Arnie Palmer, another very good all-round. Last year's England captain, big hopes this year. And finally, Rob Beastall, Derbyshire, a man who shot 100 straight last year, and again, a man with high hopes.
Single target. Call when you're ready, sir.
Oh!
Score.
It's away with a hit.
This single target?
Single target, sir.
They will all look to get the singles.
Oh!
Now, if they hold the gun just outside the shoulder, so they can
Score.
mount quickly if it's one of those quick, well, it won't be a pair, but when the bird comes out of either of the trap houses at the side of the layout,
Oh!
they'll need to be on it quickly.
Score!
Oh!
Score! Single target.
Oh!
Score!
Very precise, methodical shot, Kevin.
Oh!
Score!
Oh!
Score!
Arnie Palmer's looking very relaxed. He's obviously in the mood for it.
Score! Pairs.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Just at the back of it.
Oh!
Score and loss.
So easy to miss those targets. And when it's the second target, you've shot the first one the other way, come back on that, and then it's dropping.
Pair scored.
Oh!
And with any moving target, the shot has to be taken where the target's going to
Score and
be
loss.
when the shot gets there,
Pairs again.
not where it is when the trigger's fired. It's all down to experience and judgment and cool nerve. Oh,
Pair
nicely
score.
shot.
Oh!
Lost and scored.
Oh!
Score and loss.
Oh dear. He didn't think much to it, did he?
Pair scored. Pairs again.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Well, that's the first 8 straight. Not a miss.
Oh!
Oh dear. Technical hitch. In this instance, the shooter has to pass the gun to the referee to make sure that it's a gun fault and not the fault of the shooter, i.e.
Pair again, sir. In your own time. Call when you're ready.
Oh!
Lost and scored.
may just have upset his rhythm a bit.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair lost.
Oh dear.
Pairs again.
So Kevin now looking for 10 straight.
Oh!
9. Oh,
Score and loss.
it's a difficult pair. Missed the last one.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Score and loss.
Leaves him with 8.
Oh!
Pair scored.
And 7. Nothing really in it. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Weston Park and the second half of the first quarter final. There's the lineup. It's all quite even.
Call when you're ready.
So it's Peter Cole first. Again, he'll want these first singles. It's long in colour, plenty of time. Takes it neatly.
Score.
And again.
Oh!
Score.
Mike, who lives in Essex, is better known as a writer, journalist and commentator, really, than
Score.
his shooter. But he's actually a fair shot, as you can see.
Single target.
Peter this year, he shot a marvellous 199 to equal the world record and win the European Universal Trap Championship.
Score.
Oh!
Loss.
Oh,
Oh!
Score. Pairs.
Oh!
Score and loss.
it's a smile, but he's not very pleased with himself.
Pair score.
Well, Mark was the unknown quantity, a man on the rise, but he's shooting very, very well.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Score and loss. Pairs again.
Oh!
Lost and scored.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Another pair.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Steve, it's 40 years old. Lives
Pair
at Equisham,
scored.
and he's well in it.
Pairs again.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Well, you can't get more than 2 out of 2.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Mark's 35-year-old agricultural engineer from
Oh!
Twyford in Berkshire.
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Another pair.
Final pair.
Right, Peter needs the last 2 for
Oh!
an 8. Total of 16. And he gets
Pair
them.
score.
Very nice shooting.
Oh!
Could get a 10. Not now. Oh, that's
Lost
9
and
scored.
scored.
Total of 17. His opponent, Richard Chappell, of course, still to shoot. Waiting behind him and watching.
Pair scored.
Same again, 17 for Mike Yeardley.
Oh!
Arnie Palmer will
Pair
be watching
scored.
with interest.
Gentlemen, change, please.
Steve Williams, 16.
Ready, gentlemen? Single target.
Well, hot from his win in the Embassy English Open, Kevin, a farmer from Southport in Lancashire, will be looking for a little more silverware.
Score.
And that's the way he does it.
Oh!
Richard's travelled from Devon for this event.
Score.
He's very relaxed. I'm sure he's a lot more determined than he'd let us think.
Score.
Arnie lives at Leamington Spa.
Score. Single
He lists his
target.
occupation as being double agent Palmer. So, an specialist discipline is aggravation, but
Score.
as with everything, you can take it all with a pinch of salt.
Oh.
Score.
Oh.
Score.
Oh.
Score.
So that's the singles.
Pairs.
Oh.
Pair scored.
Oh.
Yes,
Pair score.
that's a difficult pair. One from overhead and then one crossing, and by the time the first one's taken, the other one's just about disappeared.
Pair scored.
Arnie last year shot 100 straight in the all-rounder, set a new record. And he'll be liking
Pair
to,
score.
like to set one today.
Pairs again.
Oh.
Pair scored.
This is very good shooting.
Oh.
Pair scored.
And again. Richard, of course, has got 17 to beat from Mark Marshall.
Pair scored.
Oh.
Score and loss.
Oh, just followed it a little bit too long.
Oh.
Pair lost.
Oh, dear. That's changed it all.
Oh.
Pair scored.
Richard has 17, of course, to beat from Mark Marshall, and Arnie's the same, got 17 from Mike Yeardley to beat.
Pair scored.
He is yet to miss of this 10. 8 out of 8.
Pair scored.
That's a fine pair
Final
from
pair.
Rob Beastall. He has 16 to beat from Steve Williams. At the moment, he has 14. Right. Kevin to shoot. He leads the last 2 to win, 1 to tie. And he's
Score and
missed
loss.
it. 16 all. Richard needs both to tie.
Oh.
Lost and scored.
16 scored. Arnie can win with both. 1, 2.
Pair scored.
10 straight and he's through.
Oh.
2 needed to stay in it,
Pair scored.
and he gets them.
Thank you, gentlemen. That concludes quarterfinals. Thank you very much.
And the scores after that round. In the match between Mr. Cole and Mr. Mayer, drawn 16 all. In the match against Mr. Marshall and Mr. Chappell, Mr. Marshall goes through 17 to 16. In the match between Mr. Yeardley and Mr. Palmer goes through 18 to 17. And in the match between Mr. Williams and Mr. Beastall, drawn on 16. Therefore, we have 2 shoot-offs.
So that's Peter Cole versus Kevin Mayer,
Can
Steve
we
Williams
have
and Rob Beastall.
Peter Cole and Kevin Mayer. Peter Cole into 2, Kevin Mayer into 3. If the other gentleman would like to stand at the back. I will show you the shoot-off pair. You will each shoot a pair each, and then you will exchange, and you will shoot another pair. And we will continue with that sequence until we have a winner. I will show you the targets. The targets are number 4 and number 6. Pull! There we are. Mr. Cole to shoot first, please.
This is where the special trap comes into play in front of them, going away, and then one from overhead behind. Bang.
Score and loss.
Score and loss, missed their overhead.
Oh!
Pair score. Exchange, please. Mr. Miller, shoot first, please.
Shoot one pair from each stand. Quite a tricky pair. But
When you're ready.
movement of 3 or 4 yards to one side makes it totally different.
Oh!
Pair score.
Sharp.
Oh!
Pair score. Thank you very much. Mr. Mayor goes through to the next round.
Short and sweet,
Congratulations.
but sweeter for Kevin.
Mr. Williams in 2, Mr. Reestall in 3, please. Same format as we've just shot, but I'll show you the 2 shoot-off targets. If you're ready. Pull! There we are. Mr. Williams to shoot first.
Oh!
Pair scored.
So important to get onto that first bird quickly.
Pair scored. Change, please.
Both shot them well.
Mr. Beestall to shoot first.
Rob Beestall is a 42-year-old milkman
Young time. Call when you're ready.
from Ripley in Derbyshire.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair scored. Will Mr. Williams now go in number 1 and Mr. Beestall in number 4, please?
So they repeat the sequence, but from the end stands. So again, it just makes the target presentation
ready?
slightly different. The wider from them, the approach will be slightly different.
Score and loss.
They're a little bit harder.
Oh!
Score and loss. Exchange partners, please. Leave the cartridges, there's some in there for you, sir.
So it's still
Mr.
even
Beestall to
Stevens.
shoot first. Your own time, call when you're ready.
Oh!
Pair loss.
Dismiss the pair. That could be costly.
Oh!
It is.
Pair scored.
Steve goes through.
Mr. Williams goes through.
Ooh, too much stress.
Stress. He means it. Welcome back to Weston Park, where we move into the semi-finals of the 1997 White Gold Cup, gold category. The semi-finalists, Kevin Mayer versus Mark Marshall, Arnie Palmer versus Steve Williams. I'm fortunate enough to be joined by Peter Cole, who just lost a tie-break with Kevin Mayer for a place in these
Right,
semi-finals, and last year won the international category. So Kevin is the man up
Starting with
first,
single
and
target
Kevin is the
game.
chap that Peter lost to. So Peter can probably
Time.
tell us a
Hold
little
your
what it's like in the hot seat. Peter, good to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. Yeah, it's very nerve-wracking. I'm obviously very disappointed, but someone's got to lose, and
Score.
all the best to Kevin.
Oh!
What's it
Score.
like when you're stood there calling those targets?
It's very nerve-wracking. You basically got to try and forget the situation you're in and just concentrate on killing the
Lost.
targets. Just look for the target and pretend it's a normal target, and you're not in front of the cameras. Very hard to do,
Score.
but
Pairs.
that's what you've got to try and do. Two very capable shooters in front of us now, very prominent in the sporting world.
Pair scored.
They're doing very well.
It's quite interesting, of
score.
course, because they're not
There's a game.
shooting against each other. The ones that they're drawn against are actually sitting behind them watching. What's it like when you're sitting down?
Yeah, you're sort of,
Score
well,
and
you're
lost.
hoping your opponent's going to miss, but these guys aren't going to miss very much. It'll be very tight.
Pair scored. There's a game.
The pairs, the crossers are the birds you've got to watch. You have got very little time on them. The incomers, you've just got to watch the target and pick them off. But if you get the two crossers the same,
Pair scored.
that's the bird you've got to really move on.
Are you scanning as you're calling? Like Arnie's there now?
I think you'll find that they're really, when they shoot call, they're looking for the crosses
Hello.
first.
To look for the crosser.
Yeah, because those are the birds that'll catch you out.
Final pair.
You tend to hear the trap from behind you, so your sort of ears are doing that job.
Pair scored.
Well, that's 8 scored from Kevin.
Shooting very well.
Pair scored.
And 8
Thank
from
you,
Arnie.
Gentlemen.
So we now have the next two semi-finalists. Mark Marshall from Berkshire. And Steve Williams, who in many ways is the local man just up the road in Staffordshire.
Right, gentlemen, same format as before. Single target to start with. Your own time, call when you're ready.
Do you feel confident of the singles, Peter? Is when you think you've just got the one to shoot, do you think, well, I should get this one?
You should do. I was a little bit annoyed to miss my first single just now,
Score.
but there you go. Again, you don't know where they're coming from. They can catch you out just the same.
Score. Single target. Score.
They've got off to a good start.
Score.
It's nice,
Pair.
nice to have the incomer, really, to start with as a single. You've got a little bit more time, a confidence booster.
Score and loss.
One-
That's the pair, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the pair that catches them. That's another hard pair
Score and
there.
loss.
See how that bird hit the ground a little bit early, didn't it? Didn't
Yeah.
seem to stay up. Bit unlucky there.
Pair scored.
Oh,
Pairs.
they've
He's
given
got
him
it.
the target, yeah. He's got away with it.
Pairs.
Again, people here using Marukus, look.
Yeah.
Both participants.
Pair scored.
Mark Marshall, I suppose Mark coming into an event like this got nothing to lose, has he? Nobody knows really that much about him. He's
No, I don't know very
Pair
much about
score.
Mark at all. Obviously, you know, to get this far in this event, obviously he can shoot. You don't get this far unless you can put it together.
he looks good, doesn't he?
He does, he's flowing.
Pair scored.
Could be his day.
Score and loss.
Another well-known shot, Steve. I mean, he's been on the scene for
Final pair.
a few years now. Always up amongst the sort of top scorers. Pressure getting to him now, look. Big breath.
Pair scored.
He's holding it together.
Pair scored.
Well, that's 6.
Change, please.
So that's 9 scored for Steve.
Single target.
9 for Mark. Here comes Kevin.
Score. Score. Single target.
Got the first birds out of the way.
Score.
I think you settle once you've killed 2 or 3 targets each. You tend to sort of, settle down a bit.
Score. Pairs.
That target, it appears though he hit it on the top as though it was just dropping away. Is that?
That's right. That'll sort of show you where you're shooting, really. If the target's pushed down, you're obviously caught the
Lost
top
and
half.
scored.
Are you aware of what the others are doing? Do you, when you're shooting, Peter, I mean,
Fair score.
are you just concentrating solely on yourself, or are you watching what happens with others?
No, I'm concentrating solely on my targets. I couldn't tell you what the others had done.
Fair
Just
score.
trying to compose myself, think about the next target, and just concentrating on my own shooting. And I'm sure the others would say the same.
Fair score. First game.
If your mind starts wandering, you've had it.
Fair score.
Gosh, that was just off the ground, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
very good pair that. Didn't have no time on the second one at all there.
Pair scored. Final pair.
Well, Arnie shot a 10 in the last round. Is he going to do one in this one?
Shooting very well.
Pair scored.
Oh, he did get that one.
Oh, so that's 17 scored for Kevin.
Oh!
Barney gets these two. It's tying.
Shooting very quick there.
Pair scored. Then change, please.
Just confident.
Shooting very well.
18 scored.
Single target. Go on your acer.
Sweaty arms or sweaty hands there, look.
Yeah.
All the old tension coming out.
Oh!
Score.
Oh!
Score.
So they both scored 10.
Oh!
Score.
Oh!
Score. Pairs.
All these shooters, I don't know if you've noticed, but they're all favouring the long barrel 32-inch.
32-inch guns. A lot of shooters seem to be, certainly all the top shooters seem to be shooting them now.
They do, yeah.
Pair scored.
To give you a
Yes,
very
game.
pointable sort of aim with them.
Lost and scored.
Well, that's just created the tiniest of gaps.
They seem to be rushing it here. They're not
Fair
taking
score.
any
Fair
time in
game.
between shots.
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair scored. Final pair.
Final pair.
This is the pair. Yep.
Pair scored.
Oh!
There's a tiny gap there for him. If he can...
Left it late, but he got away with it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
He missed the
Stevens.
first one there, yeah.
He missed the first one.
Yeah.
He missed his chance as
And
well.
the
That's
scores were
In the match between Mr. Mayer and Mr. Marshall goes through 18 to 17.
Oh, very tight.
In the match between Mr. Palmer and Mr. Williams, drawn on 18. We have a shoot-off.
Right, can we have Mr. Palmer and Mr. Williams, please?
Who's your money on here then,
Palmer
Mike?
in two.
Well, you'd have to say Arnie for the experience because he's made these finals every year,
Williams
just that little bit further than
three.
Steve. But you can never tell.
No, I wouldn't
Steve,
say.
look, Steve's shooting well.
Yeah, they
Go on,
both shot
you're
very well there. I wouldn't like to put any money on this.
Well,
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair scored. Exchange, please.
Shooting very quick there, Steve.
this looks quite a tricky pair,
Williams
Peter.
to go first.
Yeah, the first target's not too bad. It's timing the second one. If you can shoot the first one a nice length, you automatically come on to the second one like that.
Pair scored.
Steve shooting them fairly quick there, though.
Oh!
Pair
I suppose the
scored.
further it goes, that
Mr. Palmer,
no,
please
that's
go
it.
in number 1 and Mr. Williams in number 4, please.
Still tying.
Still tying.
Would you like to see the targets? I thought probably you would.
Still smiling.
Oh,
As humorous as ever.
there we are. Call when you're ready, sir.
Oh!
Oh,
Score and lost.
Ooh, could be a deer on that. He'd be kicking himself.
Pair scored. Exchange partners, please.
and
Now I'd like
Steve's
to have a
fan
bet.
club giving him a rousing support.
Mr. Williams to shoot
He's opened a
first.
tiny gap, one target in front.
You'd have to make Steve favourite now. Would you believe it? Oh, in the driving seat.
Do you think that was just concentration?
Yeah, lapse of concentration.
Pair score.
Fair
Thank you
scored, and
very much.
Arnie moves in.
That's it then. Phew, who'd have thought that?
Mr. Palmer goes through.
Right, we'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Weston Park. We're now moved to the big event, the gold final of the White Gold Cup 1997. With me here today is Peter Cole, last year's International White Gold Cup winner, and also a quarter-finalist this year. Peter, in the final this time, I think viewers will see that we've been using slightly different cartridges. A Gamebore Ace Trace.
Yeah, I think what these cartridges are aimed at showing are showing the crowd, you know, where the shot's going. You know, if they happen to miss them, which isn't very often, you'll often see the streak just behind or just over the top. So it's interesting for the crowd to be able to see, as you see there, the shot just behind the target there both times. So, and it also gives the shooter, perhaps learners, if they're having problems, it shows them consistently where they're missing the target. So that's what they're for, to entertain the crowd, to show you where you're missing.
And of course, that's the great thing with shooting. It's brilliant fun to play pigeon shooting, but when you miss, as a shooter, you can't tell whereabouts exactly you're missing.
No, that's
But with
right.
these Ace Trace, you can. Right, the final itself. Mark Marshall versus Arnie Palmer. Who will win?
Now we'll see some tension.
In your own time, single target. Go when you're ready.
Oh!
Go on, rush
Love.
that one. Look to me to rush that.
Oh!
Score.
Of course, this will be an entirely new experience for Mark, won't it? It never had been been
That's
in a
right.
big event final before.
Oh,
Loss.
patch of dust there, but no visible piece.
No, the referee was not sympathetic.
Oh!
Score. Pair.
Arnie's off to a flyer. Oh, and another one.
Pair loss.
Oh dear, you've got to feel for him. That's first four out, first four missed.
I think he's just a little bit unsettled at the moment.
Do you think... Oh, Arnie's got
Pair
the four.
score.
Just wants to take a
There's
little
the
bit of a
game.
breather and compose himself. Seems to be rushing.
Pair score.
That's
Will that
better.
help?
That's better, yeah. I'm sure that'll make him feel a lot better.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Oh!
Pair scored.
Will it affect him, do you think, the fact that Arnie's shooting so well? I mean, he shot tens in both of his last rounds. I mean, would Mark think about something like that?
Pair scored.
Well, I'm sure really now that it's all over. I mean, I can't see Arnie dropping 4 targets in the
Pair score.
next 14 to go, something like that. They've shot 6. I mean,
That's not full back, isn't it?
it's asking a lot for him to miss 4. There's another
Pair
2. Look.
scored. Change, please.
So that's 10 straight again.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And 6 for Mark.
Mr. Palmer to shoot first.
You never know, though. You never know.
Single target. Go when you're ready.
Gotta forget it, Mark. It's gone.
Oh!
Score. Score.
I
Single
suppose
target.
it's not over till it's finished, and they've all got to be hit.
That's right. That's right.
If Mark keeps hitting them, he can but
Score.
hope.
Running out, though, now.
Score.
I
Pairs.
think he's settled there. He's slowed down a fraction.
Yes, he was. Yes, isn't he?
Oh!
He was shooting like he was earlier, isn't he?
That's right. Arnie shooting like a
Score
man
and low.
possessed. Oh, there's one gone.
One gone.
He's taking a little bit more care.
Pair scored. Pair's game.
Ho!
Oh, another.
Pair lost.
And another. Would you believe it?
From a gap of 4, we're down to 1. Arnie can't believe
no,
it.
he can't believe it. I wouldn't have believed it.
Pair scored. Pair's again.
And Mark's on a roll.
This has got back very exciting now. Oh, there
Scored
it is.
lost.
Another gone.
Now they're back level.
The level, that's extraordinary.
Now he'll concentrate.
Pair scored. Final pair.
Hold on the last pair.
Ho!
Nice
Pair
bird.
scored.
Nice bird to finish on there. Come on then, Mark. see
He
if you
needs
can
them
do
both to
these.
tie. Oh,
Scored lost.
missed the last one.
Thank you. That
Incredible.
completes the final
Who'd have
of the
thought
white
that?
gold.
To be 4 up and let them slip, and then
I'll
all
just
settled on the last
mention the
pair.
Arnie cannot
And at the
believe
end of
it.
the final, a thrilling climax there to the final. And the
Certainly
winner
was.
of the 1997 White Gold Cup of the gold category.
The great
is Arnie
escape.
Palmer.
Certainly was that. Well done anyway, done well. They both shot very well.
Yeah.
It's easier back here commentating. It's a lot harder out there shooting.
What a load of rubbish, he says. But he didn't. He shot 3 10s in the 3 successive rounds. So in the end, I suppose you have to say that the top man won it.
Yeah,
But
on the
Mark
day.
came so close.
It went his way. All credit to Mark. If you'd have said to him he was going to make the final before he come to the white gold this weekend, he'd have been well pleased.
Arnie, how did it feel?
It's nice to win at last, but I don't think either of us deserved to win the way we shot that last leg. I mean, it was a bit sort of scratchy, to say the least. But yeah, a result's a result. That'll do me.
And Mark, how do you feel? Slightly?
A bit embarrassed by the first 4, but apart from that, it wasn't so bad.
Have you both enjoyed the time here? You enjoyed the competition?
The crack's great. It's a good competition. Needs as much success as it. You know, I hope everybody can keep pulling in ahead for the future. It's excellent.
He was a popular figure.
Yeah, he's come close on 1 or 2 occasions before, so just a reward for Arnie. Shot very well.
He'll enjoy that, though. An envelope containing £3,500, the trophy from Fiona Dales, and up it goes in the sky. That's mine, he said. A great finish to a great day, and another wonderful Gamebore White Gold Cup. Thanks for being with us.